What are tsunami-genic zones? Give examples of the zones in the vicinity of Indian coastal region. Examine the preparedness level of India to minimize the impact of tsunamis. So an exclusive question on tsunami. Please give the framework. Yeah. What are tsunami-genic zones? Basically, those zones which are extremely prone to tsunamis, okay, are the tsunami-genic zones. So what are those zones within the vicinity of India? The zones which are prone to tsunamis and at the boundary plates of the subduction zones are the tsunami-genic zones. What are the important tsunami-genic zones in the where the tsunamis originate? Sorry, where the tsunamis originate, not which are prone to tsunamis. Tsunami-genic zones are where the zones originate, like how the earthquake originates. The tsunami-genic zones are where the tsunamis originate. So where are the two important places which are tsunami-genic zones in the Indian coastal area? One is the Andaman Nicobar and the Indonesia region belt. Okay, one tsunami-genic zone is the Andaman Nicobar and the Indonesia belt. Yes. So what is the other tsunami-genic zone? Within the vicinity, which is close to the Indian Ocean. So the question is, one is the Andaman and Nicobar and the Indonesian belt. The second is called the Makran zone. The second is called the Makran zone, which is near to the Arabian Sea, which is near to the Arabian Sea. So on the eastern side, in the Bay of Bengal, it is the Andaman Nicobar and the Sumatra region of the Indonesia. Here it is the Makran zone in the Arabian Sea. So for these kind of questions, better draw the Indian map and show these particular zones, the subduction zones which create tsunamis, or you need to show them. So if you draw an Indian map, small Indian map, and show these zones, it will be very useful. And then examine the preparedness level of India to minimize the impact of tsunami. So here you can just, before writing, you can just give the example of 2004 tsunami, which caught India unprepared and made a lot of damage to our lives and property. So after that, what India has done? It has been part of the tsunami warning system. Global tsunami early warning system is based in Hyderabad. So from Hyderabad, any tsunamis which are originating in any of the Indian subcontinent waters, we can easily identify them beforehand and alert the places for probable impact of the tsunamis. And then the tsunami ready initiatives are in place. And post tsunami, India has come up with a proper disaster management force, which is called NDRF, National Disaster Responsive Force. And under the authority called NDMA, National Disaster Management Authority, India is the only country to have an exclusive disaster management force. So that is the preparedness of India. So disasters, we have disaster management forces, especially against severe natural disasters like tsunamis. And post 2004, Indian Coastal Guard has become more alert in ensuring, that wherever these issues, tsunami is a probable thing, they are already alerting the fishermen, including the local administration, and ensuring that they are all moved out of those areas beforehand to reduce the impact of loss of lives. Okay. These are the, and then India has a proper coastal regulation guidelines which ensure that haphazard constructions will not happen close to the risk level, so that when the waters are high, the risk to the property and lives is minimized to the great extent. And also India has launched the Coalition to Disaster and Resilience Infrastructure. Basically, it is called CDRI. So that is also launched by India. So all these are important preparedness initiatives of India, including the alerting of the local civil administration. And then we can conclude saying that after 2004, India had come a long way in getting prepared for tsunami. And even if there is any disaster of that kind, India is in a very good position today to handle such particular instances or incidents. Clear? Yeah, who has written the third question? Third question, who has written? Soumya. Okay. The zones which generate tsunamis. Yes, good. This is what I was saying. Draw a small map and explain the tsunami-genic zones. Okay, genic zones means where the genesis happens. The birth of tsunamis take place. Okay. But you have not labeled the diagram. Soumya, you have to label the diagram. You have to write about the bodies which are actually tracking tsunami under the inquires that you have to write, and the international protocol, the Indian Coastal Guard role, the role of local administration. Okay, Soumya. Points are very generic, ma. What you have written for preparedness of tsunami are very generic. Make more. That's what I told you, right? In disaster management, your jargon in writing the answer should also be in the language of disaster management only. Don't make very generic statements or generic answers. Okay.